Well, happy Friday, everybody. I'm Inter-County Leader Editor Robert Taborn, and it's time again to check the leaderboard.
And I'm reporter Carolyn Curtis. The leaderboard is a look at some of the stories around Northwest Wisconsin that we are working on for next week's Inter-County Leader newspaper.
TGI Friday, everyone. It's Friday, September 8th, and we're looking ahead to some of the stories in the next edition of the Inter-County Leader coming out on Wednesday, September 13th.
That's right. Patriots Day is coming up September 11th, which is Monday. Every year it's held to honor people killed in the terrorist attacks that happened back in 2001. In the immediate aftermath of the attacks carried out by terrorists from Al-Qaeda, President George W. Bush proclaimed Friday, September 14th, 2001, as a national day of prayer and remembrance for the victims of the terrorist attacks. A bill to make September 11th a national day of mourning was introduced by the U.S. House on October 25th, 2001. The result was the resolution to proclaim September 11th, 2002 as the first Patriot Day. Coming up on Monday, we will head to Frederick, where a special program will be held, and that will be coming out on the paper on Wednesday the 13th. So we'll see. It seems like they have a special program every year in Frederick. It's really special. Community comes together to remember all those in those attacks. Yeah. So I have to ask, where were you on 9/11?
I was actually waiting for my sister to go into labor. And so she had called me early in the morning and woke me up, and I thought it was for her to go into labor, but it was for that instead.
Oh,
yeah.
So happy and sad.
That's right. Yeah.
And I was finishing up my senior year of college and worked for the ABC station in Jonesboro, Arkansas, and it was really weird that we stayed in the network. We stayed in network programming from New York for like 3 days straight. We didn't have any local news, and it was just kind of eerie. Like we're all just sitting around.
Yeah,
so.
wondering what happens next, I bet. And
yeah. So what else do you have coming up?
Children flocked to the petting zoo that held several therapy animals from Tammy's Wildlife Rescue and Therapy Critters at Benson Ace Hardware Store in Frederick as part of a fundraiser held for the nonprofit at the hardware store. Many know its owner, Tamara Larson, as the police chief of Frederick. Some might be surprised that the chief has a whole assortment of animals that she cares for on her family's personal property in Clam Falls, which currently includes dogs and cats, as well as horses, pigs, sheep, donkeys, rabbits, ducks, chickens, and a goat.
Yeah, Sarah Beth Radomski brings us that story about Tamara. A couple weeks after starting at the paper, it was like the police chief does this really cool thing with wildlife and animals on the side. I'm like, that is really unique, and she's wonderful because her granddaughter was one of our interns over the summer, so got to know her. And all right, so cookies. Let's talk cookies.
Yeah.
What's your favorite kind of cookie?
I like anything chocolate with chocolate chips.
It's like dark chocolate,
all
white
chocolate. The more chocolate, the
chocolatey chocolate.
Yes.
And I like the chocolate chips, but the cookie lady, who I'm going to tell you about in a second, she made me special cookies. One's a snickerdoodle and one was potato chip chocolate chip.
Interesting.
Would you give it a try?
I would try it.
Keep an open mind. That's right. Luck resident Sheila Birkeland is a regular at the Inter-County Leader here in our office, often stopping by for events, open houses, and to visit her now famous cookies in tow. Referred to as the Cookie Lady, Birkeland bakes cookies to raise money for cancer research. Having lost members of her family over years to cancer, the cause became more personal. Birkeland started small, baking only chocolate chip and coconut cookies with her husband, who likes peanut butter cookies, implored her to make those as well. It just keeps growing. Then a neighbor suggested oatmeal raisin cookies, and then it grew from there. Birkeland now prepares 10 to 12, and I guess 2 more because of me now. Yep. Yes, you can thank me, the editor for Snickerdoodles, being added to her collection. Softened her secret. She'll talk about her baking process and her warm character. You did the story. Yes. So what stood out about her or her story?
Yeah, definitely her warm character. Like you said, she is just very charming person to speak with, and it was just kind of funny because one of the main reasons why she started baking was because she was reluctant to ask for money from people, even though it's for a good cause.
She always mentions, "I'm not selling cookies; yes, these are for a donation."
Yes.
So you gotta say that.
But she just, she wanted to give something in return for asking for something from people. So she was just a very wonderful woman to speak with.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then you were down in Balsam Lake. What did you have going on there?
So I went and saw the water ski show.
Oh, cool.
Which was, very, very good show. Yep.
Yeah.
And especially considering it is all volunteers that do that too.
Nice.
Yep. And then also the fireworks.
Okay.
We also have a collection of photo from Corn on the Curb.
Corn on the Curb.
Which happened down there.
All right.
That was held over the past weekend.
Yeah.
And as you can see in these photos, members of the South Milltown 4-H Club volunteered to husk corn and helped in the corn stand, learning valuable life skills in communication, marketing, food preparation, and handling. The Corn on the Curb event has been going on for decades with the Boy Scouts, then Girl Scouts, FFA alumni, and now the Polk County Agricultural Advocates continuing the tradition.
Yes, so we have that, and then a lot coming up. You came here yesterday, is that right, for a story? And then what's going on up here in Burnett County? We're in Crooked Lake Park and Siren.
Yes, we are.
Yes.
So yesterday they hosted the Democratic picnic, and then this weekend they are having the Republican picnic. Both happening here. Yep.
Excellent. All right, so busy weekend.
Yeah.
Whatever you're doing out there, have a good one, everybody.
Stay
Bye.
warm.
And remember, if you spot breaking news going on in your community or have a story idea, we'd love to hear from you.
Drop our newsroom an email at editor@lakeland, all one word, .ws.
You can also call our office Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. at 715-327-4236 to renew or become a new subscriber.
Yeah, and don't forget, you can also submit those photos of community events and sporting events through the email you see up on your screen.
We look forward to sharing these stories and more with you in next Wednesday's edition of the Intercounty Leader.